They say they want that raw, but we about to give them all this real shit. Yo, turn your notifications on and subscribe to.
So it's your girl Jay Perez from Real Radio Podcast, and today we have an episode where we got the male perspective and the female perspective, because today's conversation is going to be about dating in your tax bracket. Because we was at work and we was talking about, should you date somebody in your tax bracket? I kind of said no, I didn't care, but we was having a conversation with B right here, and she feels that you should
absolutely should be in your tax bracket. Absolutely.
And I asked him earlier.
I said I think so.
You think so now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did say that. Though.
Okay, I said that. So who said no? Somebody said no.
I said no.
Somebody.
You don't think? Nah.
No.
Here's my take on it.
Yeah.
Here's my take on it.
That
Right.
too.
Like, let's say you meet somebody. You're established. You got your own crib. You doing your own thing. You good, right? Then you meet somebody who's not as established. Like, why would you step to that person if you know that you can't give them something that they already can do for themselves?
Because you have opportunities. You got opportunities.
I like this. Yeah, guys.
People forget to be human for real.
That's true.
I think that
That's
we get so caught up in what somebody could do for us, and that's cool. But there's, like she said, there's the emotional part. There's some people are just not right in life, period. Like they just living wrong, right? And so this person might balance you out in that way, and you might balance them out in a monetary way. You know what I'm saying? And that's y'all building each other up in two different, totally different ways. So just because you ain't got the money to match me right now, don't mean you can't get to the money to match me.
Now, here's the thing with that. So now you meet somebody and you know that they don't have the money. The funds are just not there. That's not where they are in life right now, right? So you're with them and you're like, all right, we're going to try to work this out. I'm the breadwinner in the relationship. At what point do you continue to be the breadwinner and doing in the relationship before that person, your partner?
You saw acrimony?
Is that the one with
That's a
Taraji?
perfect movie.
Is that the one with Taraji?
That's a perfect.
Yeah. See, that's
I got you.
It is.
That's a perfect.
I like that.
But you gotta.
I like that.
I feel like you gotta know your
That's a perfect
partner.
movie.
Like you gotta know. You gotta ask them questions. Like what's their goals? What they want to do in the future? Like
And
if they
it's not
trying to
even a
build
partner
to something.
yet. It's just a dating
I mean,
stage.
but you gotta have them questions. You gotta have them conversations
Exactly.
with the person. You gotta check their temperature. You gotta see what they about. What's their goals? If they may not have the money, but they got the drive and they got ideas, and you feel like it makes sense for them, then and you like that person, why not?
Right. That's how I feel, because I don't mind coming up with somebody.
That's
But,
my whole thing. It's like, what if you got it all together and the nigga that you with, that's his motivation. You're not gonna fuck with him and you like him?
No, I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, can you establish yourself? Can you bring yourself? It's all about what can you do for yourself? Because if you're grown, you have to first hold your own. Right? That's the first step before you even.
As long as they have the mindset, though. As long as they have the mindset, the mentality, no matter what their tax bracket is or what yours is, I think y'all can actually meet. Y'all will meet. Y'all will end up meeting.
In some cases.
But that's morals, though.
Right.
That's
Your
right.
morals.
That's
your
your
ambitions.
That don't got nothing to do with tax
But there's
bracket.
some people that I fucked with that absolutely took the good one, and when I started fucking with them, I seen they were not about nothing. It was just talk.
But you got niggas who talk, and you got niggas
who
who actually like
You
trying.
think age matters? Because I like them young.
You got niggas that actually try.
Age matters too. So somebody who passed a certain threshold might really be stuck in their ways. They may not know another way of life.
Right.
It's going to take
You were
a
talking
strong
about
young
that too, when
person,
someone
a
is
strong old person
stuck in their
to
ways.
bring them.
Yeah,
to
you
where
can't change their prince.
But I feel like
No, but
people bring that out of you,
They want
though.
to change within
People
themselves.
bring that out of you, though.
They gotta be
Like,
the right person. They gotta be
The
person
post that
gotta
I
be
made the
willing.
other day, I was like, yo, females
But it
who
does
genuinely
matter.
make a nigga just want to do better, it don't got to do with nothing that you say to him. It's just how you moving that just makes you want to be
Is
better.
that mommy issues
Like,
a little
you feel
bit?
me?
Is that
Huh?
mommy issues a little bit?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, because you could get that inspiration from anybody.
I think that's what the female is for, though.
No.
Yeah.
We can't say
Yo,
that.
even with this
We
shit,
can't say
like,
that.
even
We're not
with
gonna put
this,
agenda on it because it
but
could be the
it's the
opposite way.
comfortability.
No,
Right? If that's your woman, you gotta have that comfortability.
All right.
You got to.
That's a fact.
And this,
In the
well,
home,
That's a super
in your
fact.
home, you gotta have that comfortability.
we can't, we don't have it nowhere
But
else.
wait,
We don't have it
we
nowhere
can't-
else.
We don't have to put gender on it, right? But
I mean, it gotta be.
Beyonce dating Hove, right? If she didn't date Hove, who's somebody else y'all could see her with and make it?
Like,
Now let's take into consideration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nas?
of course.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But Nas and Hove is right there.
Right.
There's
Queen.
no difference. But let's take into consideration. Hold on. Let's take into consideration. Matthew knows.
Right.
So a lot of why she's able to deal with Hove and what she said, you can't go from Matthew knows raising you and then going to
I feel like that's
Who?
kind of business, though.
But
Absolutely.
relationships are
Absolutely.
business.
Thank you.
Relationships are business.
That's a fact.
I don't care what you
No,
say.
marriage is business. Marriage is business.
Relationships. How do you get to marriage? How do you get to marriage?
Hold on. Hold on.
Let's rewind a little bit.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the relationship is a business, but marriage is definitely a business, unless there's a situation
sometimes
where
the-
you're talking about marriage. Because there's a lot of people that have been together for years and still don't talk about marriage.
Man,
So how? So that's my question. So
Let's just keep
how
it-
do you
let's
get to
just-
marriage?
when
Let's
you
just-
dating a
let's just
person, you
keep
have
it
to
a
figure
bit.
out your common goals.
Some
So if we
niggas-
dating and we playing, then we only talking about STK, Ricardo's, a little Miami.
It's
some-
expensive. You gotta be doing a lot.
No, but that's just for right now. That's not for how long. That's what I'm saying. She said dating,
Yeah.
but she said no. She said dating.
Why not?
Why not?
Thank you.
But why not?
Yo,
Why not? I just want to
That's
know.
what I said. When you talking to someone, you have to say, "What's this for?"
Well, what's wrong with STKs on the first date?
On the first.
On the first date,
of all,
I'm worth
I
it.
gotta- First,
Nigga said-
First,
This
of
how
all,
I don't
this
know.
how they get in
Nigga
the
said-
conversation. The tax
You're
bracket.
worth
nigga
it.
said, I don't know if you're a slut.
There's a
We about to learn together.
fucking 7 billion people in this world.
Yes,
Why
I think
the
it's 8.
fuck would I ever leave that up to kids?
because if you don't have faith, then
Yo,
I ain't
just
got
don't have
that
faith.
way.
So
Not that
so
way.
after a certain
Not
age,
that
I feel
way.
like if you just kicking it, the kick is just like
it's a waste of
like
time.
we
But
waste.
y'all-
So then you should.
but hold
That's
on.
why that's why you're asking if
Hold
STK should be a
on.
first date.
a lot of niggas is not really trying to date to do anything. They really,
That's what, but that's why, but that's why,
Exactly.
but that's why, but that's why you got
Because-
females saying that they need to date in a tax bracket because when you make stupid statements like that,
nah, that it was. I'm just
niggas
saying.
just date to
I'm,
date.
I'm just saying. A lot of niggas because of
He
what's
said
been
a lot
going
of
on.
people the guys date to fuck, pretty much.
Some of them.
So again,
So,
we talking
hence why-
dating and
But
and
whether
just
you decide
and
to
just
spend money or not is up to you.
What
date.
if I
That's
take
not
you to
dating though.
STK on the first day,
Man.
we do our thing. I wake up in the morning, you rob me. You what she did? She deserved.
Well, then
it.
you should be
robbed
fucking
me.
on the first date.
Why did I take her to STK on the
Because
first
you
day?
wanna eat some good food, have a nice ambiance, and get to know somebody.
I like to eat
it
good.
do, yeah.
I'm going to STK on the first date.
Yeah,
I'm doing
like
that for
if-
me though.
All right.
Like that's my
If
standard.
I could do it for you, if I was gonna come, if I could take
Hold
it as
on,
okay, I'm
because
taking
we're on
right.
air right now, and everybody gotta have a chance to talk.
That's a fact.
Absolutely,
That's a fact, yeah.
absolutely.
I like Brooklyn Chop House on the first date.
That's-
I went there on the first date before.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm eating
That's
too.
cool.
At my opinion, if you feel like you fuck with a female, you're gonna spend money in one kind of way.
Yeah, if
Absolutely.
You
especially
taking out to
if you fuck
eat.
with her,
You gonna
When
take
you
your head,
dating,
you
it's an
spending some money.
investment.
Fucking with it,
Dating is an
yeah.
So
investment.
I think that's the difference between dating and just fucking.
not
like,
really fucking with somebody.
Like it's two different things.
It's two different things.
Like,
When you're
if we
dating, you're
fucking and we got
investing
that
because you're
common
going out.
agreement
You're
that we
spending
just fucking-
time.
Yeah.
You're doing things together. You're spending time. You're
You're getting two different attentions out of two different
Absolutely.
things. If I'm dating you, then you feel if I'm dating you to really build with you, STK. If I'm dating you to fuck you, STK. STK. I mean, nah.
It's
No,
first off, I thought it's a 5 bundle pack.
at least a tour
I
Italy from the
disagree.
Olive Garden.
I respectfully disagree.
Same, because it's standard. Like that's my standard.
I'm not
You know what I'm saying?
getting
I'm
no
going to
food. I don't
get.
want that.
I'm going to get what I like.
Right. Right.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm not gonna lie either.
ahead.
If somebody try to offer me a 4 for 4, you're definitely not getting
Pack
pussy.
it up.
Yeah, right, what's up?
Wait, hold up. Let me
What's up?
finish. Let me finish. You're not getting pussy if you're taking me for 4 for 4. And I don't even eat fast food. So you definitely, definitely not getting the opportunity to
but
do
I don't
shit.
think he really mean that though.
No, he do mean
No,
it.
he
I
that-
don't think
eat that ass.
nobody's taking nobody.
Certainly.
Y'all ever seen the status?
I don't
Females
think-
don't deserve certain shit.
Yeah,
Right.
certain females. Yeah, I don't
But
think
so-
he literally
so
mean
what if-
Right.
What
So-
if nigga? What if the females feel like that? Like you, this is
They
what
have
you,
a right
you
to
just
feel
proved-
Yo,
you just
yo,
proved
yo.
your point, though.
Exactly.
What the teacher say? Whoever threw that, your mama's a hoe. Like, no, like,
Yo, he
like
just
you
proved her
feel me?
point, though.
Like,
this is why females feel like
You
no,
should
like,
date within your tax
I'm
bracket.
not gonna even play
But
games
just
with you. I'm not
because
gonna
just
entertain
because a nigga
conversation.
don't take her to STK don't mean that that's not his type.
No,
No,
right, so why
no,
you-
when
okay,
you're in the
so-
But hold up, it's the
Fucking
niggas
and
out
dating.
there that's finessing to get what they want to get.
Right.
So I might STK you.
Listen, a scammer will take somebody
I
to
might
STK.
you the
Absolutely.
first
Yeah,
day,
exactly.
because I know
No
you got the
problem.
that
bag.
shit don't mean
So now
nothing,
I'm
bro.
really
And,
win.
hold on, you know what I'm
It
about to
doesn't
say
mean
too?
anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Wait, you know what I'm about to say too? A lot of these guys that fake like they have a lot of money, they will take someone to STK or something like that to show, yeah, like, bitch, yeah, I got that, whatever, fuck you, and then that's it. They're just people like that, right? But for me, relationship with someone I'm dating to be in a relationship, I need the morale to be
For
there.
sure.
Absolutely. That's
For
first
sure,
and foremost.
sis.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
all-
care.
that's
I mean,
all it
that's
boils
first and
down to.
foremost.
I don't care about
That's
nothing else but the
So,
morale.
so do you
sure.
still believe in like court?
Absolutely.
Somebody that you like,
Absolutely.
As in
yes.
what?
Somebody that somebody that you like, yes.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you something, respect goes a long way. Why be with someone and be
For 4
disrespected?
And
not go
Nah,
for
not 4 for 4 though. Y'all not gonna let that go?
No, not y'all.
Can we let that go? Can we let that go?
No, I need to
no.
know. I need answers.
She need to know. She said
I
she
need
need an answer.
4 for 4 courting or like why is a price tag on?
Is that courting or that's a link?
Well,
Nah,
See,
a
that's
link?
the difference.
I think
A
that's
link
a-
is-
Nigga, a link?
It's levels
A
to
link?
the shit. That's what I'm
A
saying.
link?
It's really levels to the shit.
Can you say that one more time?
718
It's
into
levels to
the
this
crib.
Shit.
We
Absolutely,
out.
absolutely.
But they were talking about dating.
But we
You're
were talking about
linking.
date the
Okay.
see because we're veering
alright.
off to
You're
different
right.
things.
Right.
Yeah,
We're
we
veering
are.
off on
This
more
shit-
rounds.
Yeah, we just.
We're
took it
veering
to the
off
right.
on,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
that- but
literally
that's what the
dating in your
whole-
tax bracket, right? Because my
okay.
whole thing is, right, if I like what I like, right? So if I like to take myself out to eat, right? And I know that I like to eat at the Chop House or I like to eat at wherever it is. I would like for whoever it is that I'm dating for you to be able to do the same thing. Like it
Right.
doesn't make sense if we're not able to do the same thing because I'm going to take you out on dates. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm going to take you out on dates too because I can do that. That's what I do. But I expect the same thing. You can't expect me to take you, to 110 Steakhouse, but then when it's your turn, we over
Olive Garden.
at Olive Garden. Now,
So
I like
can I-
Olive Garden.
so can I
like
ask
Olive
a
Garden.
question?
But
No,
that's
I like
that's-
Olive Garden too,
that's-
but
I
I'm
like
just
Olive
saying.
Garden.
This is silly.
Can I ask a
That's
question?
where your judgment
Hold
comes
on one
into
second.
play, though. That's where your judgment comes into play, though, because he's taking you out.
Nah, but these
So-
niggas be
Nah.
Some of them,
bro, they be,
Yeah,
they
some-
be finessing, bro.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
Nigga,
Yes.
Everybody got money, bro.
If niggas is
Everybody got big
finessing
bags.
It's just a facade.
Lies.
somebody they like, somebody that they
Let's tell
like,
the truth. They ain't got it.
Somebody that they
front
like.
they got it.
somebody that they like, nigga, they're not gonna do the same thing that she's already doing. That doesn't make sense.
They gotta up it.
You gotta up it up. You gotta step
Like, you
that
feel
up.
me? That doesn't make sense. But if you dealing with somebody like that, that's where the moral shit come into play.
Right, and depending on who you're dealing with is how you're gonna move, right?
Exactly. Like,
You're not gonna move.
if I'm not
you're
getting,
not gonna move how you would usually move
So,
for somebody that's just basic. You're not gonna
You
do
know-
Right,
that.
but now your expectations are
But
lower.
if you like
because
that
now it's
person-
like, okay, I don't expect
What-
this
like
from a
that-
certain
you
person.
say like if you like that person.
So I've had situations where I would start talking to somebody, I would like them, and I'll start doing stuff that, shows that I like you. I'll cook for you. I'll bring you food. I'll come chill with you. I invite you over to my house, which I don't like people in my house. I gave you keys to my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just
Your
saying.
love language.
That is
so
my
now
love
you gotta
language.
talk about the love languages.
I will in a second. But I start showing that I like the person or whatever. And that person just turns around and just does a 360 and it's like,
I mean, it's.
So,
Not
wait.
jacking.
Can I
'Cause
ask a
A
question?
nigga who jacking it is just gonna follow suit.
My whole thing is now.
Or he gonna show you before you even try to.
Right.
He gonna set the
He's
tone.
gonna right, exactly. He's gonna set the tone. And whatever that tone is set, it's up to that female to accept that tone. You understand what I'm saying? It's like one of those situations
Yo, but why
where
the fuck? Hold on. Why y'all always get to set everything?
I think people
y'all
miss-
the one who waiting for
they
the
don't
That's
really
not-
know submission
hold on.
in all forms. Submission is so many different things.
Right? What she just said, doesn't that like at the turn of all of it, my nigga? And then like, cause if you would have gave him the 4 for 4 instead of doing all that shit that you did, right? You wouldn't have felt the way you felt.
no, that had nothing to do with it.
But some things is just in you to do, whether it's information to pass on to niggas to make them better themselves. Like, and that's where the real love shit come into play and all of that extra shit.
But when are you gonna protect yourself?
Nah, but look,
When are you
if
gonna
it's just
protect your heart?
you can
though?
put
I
yeah, but
understand that,
if it's in
but
your heart
you
to
doing-
do, if it's in your heart to do, like it's done. Like whether you come out on top or not, it's just
Right.
done.
Understandable.
Like,
but
you feel me?
once you realize that people are a certain way, when do you protect yourself? Is what I'm saying.
Like you can't, bro, because it's you. That's you. You're gonna do it regardless. You're gonna do it regardless.
Treat people different, bro.
Nah, bro.
Look,
you can't go in a
I look, right?
Somebody want to be with somebody.
Yeah, you just gotta
Right.
be
You
can't
you.
have your
You
guards
just
up.
gotta be you.
if you're
And
if
whether
you're
that
if
shit
you're
hurt
if
you,
you
whether
genuinely
it
love
get
love,
taken advantage of,
you're
or
just
not,
going to
you
love.
just
You
gotta
can't
be
help to love.
You gonna do what you gonna do
Right.
what you want to do
And then
regardless.
Right, exactly. There is
But-
no in between. Like
Yeah,
some
I mean-
people, there's just no in between.
You have
Bro,
to.
you have to,
I-
bro.
I-
You have to.
You
You have to.
But then by the time you did that, it's like what you said. The time
The
frame.
time frame,
Yeah,
right
you
now,
put
you,
it- who's
exactly,
pouring more in the who?
exactly.
It's no answer.
Yeah. See, I had this thing where that's how I love. Like that's how I show love. Like when I like somebody, I really go above and beyond for that person. And a lot of the times, I do get burned because not burned literally, but I'm just saying because people
I wanna know
will be
Sean
watching
love
this. Nah, but
Nigga
like
said,
people,
hold on, what?
Nah, not in the literal sense, but like guys just like ended up either friend zoning me or just not turning out to be who I thought.
So can I ask
they
this?
were.
Because I've never heard a
Remember,
man tell me their love language. What's your love
I
language?
don't have one.
None.
Really?
I don't.
You don't like to
Acts
be
of service.
fed,
Acts of
like
service.
No. I do like that though.
So do
Yeah,
you have a love language? You just don't know.
I do like to be catered to.
But what about you? Like, what is your love language?
that you like to give?
Affection.
What, like cuddling or something?
Yeah, cuddling, shit like that. Like,
You know you can have more than one though, right?
Yeah, I have a lot.
I have
actually.
Right.
I have a lot.
Right.
all right. First of all, you in the back, my gang.
Oh, no. I'm
Like,
just saying. I'm
You
good.
in the back. But yeah, that's my one. Next.
Oh,
What's your love language?
Mine's acts of service. Like if I feel like if somebody's showing me a lot of love and doing things that I like the bottom things like, hey, I thought about, I listened to you. Oh, you like this? I heard you say you like this. I'm gonna get you that. Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
my one of my love languages is acts of service, right? But I do it in a way that's like I'm doing it to make you be quiet, right? I feel like you buy things. I've learned
Shut
that
up.
me buying things
Shut
makes
up,
people
bitch.
be quiet.
Shut
Like
up.
it keeps them quiet for a while.
but is that a love language or is that just something that you do to shut them up?
So it's a little bit of both. Like I actually like to buy them things, but in the same token, it's like I bought you something, Jake. You should be quiet for a little
Yeah,
bit.
just shut up now.
But
I don't know if that. What's your?
It's like a
what-
Band-Aid.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
like a Band-Aid.
Does that sound like a love
I don't think
language?
that's a love language.
Nah.
That
That's
sounds
hu-
more
that's-
like
that's
a
a shut up.
pacifier. Like
It's
you like
a
to
band-
pacify things.
Yeah,
A little bit of both.
Yeah, like you pacify it and
Two
you
birds,
just-
one stone.
Yeah. Right. Right, like yo, I did that, so shut up now.
I mean,
like,
but that's not my only
lay
love
low.
language, but I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
one that is just like it's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it because I really want to do it today, but tomorrow I might do
not
it.
like your ass.
Tomorrow I might do
Just
it just
to
to
shut
keep
you
you
up.
quiet so that I can go do
What you
whatever
need
I
to
wanna
do, right?
Okay, but love languages is how you like to be loved.
It's a little.
Nah,
no,
but
it's
see,
both
nah.
ways.
No. See, that's where we
It's
get.
the give and the take.
That's where we get
I'm not-
feelings and
wait,
shit.
Okay, if you know I've been on social media, so somebody recently said you giving a girl a Birkin and all she wanted is a hug. That's what was
That's
circulating
different.
this week.
No, it's not.
Wait.
It's very-
Well, that could also be
If
from
They're
neglect.
talking about love languages.
True.
But what
Agreed.
your love language
You know?
is not what your partner's love language is.
Uh-huh.
So that's where the median comes in at. That's what
I
I'm
didn't
meeting
take
you
that
with.
quote like that
You
though.
have to understand. That's exactly what
That's exactly how I took it. Yeah, you have to understand.
I didn't take it as a
That
love
person also
language though.
understands
Yeah,
how
but
I want
see,
You know how like
This
you know
is
how
where,
like some
like,
people
love
like
Wait, hold on,
languages-
because there's too many people talking.
I'm sorry.
you know how people like things purchased for them, like they like to be gifted or whatever. Some people just don't care for that. Like it's like I don't care for that. You could have just came home and rubbed my back and rubbed my feet and kissed on my neck and it would have been cool. As opposed to this bag, because now this bag I'm still missing,
That
which
piece,
is my
the void
piece,
that I
which
want.
is
Yes,
right.
you're not being
Yo.
filled.
My void is not felt.
Isn't that
it's
a
not filled
conversation?
now.
That should have that kind of
Yeah, because-
communication with each other.
Right.
That's a very thin
It's
line
a-
with control. That's a thin line.
A lot of
with
people
Lack
control
of control.
relationships
No, that's
with
a
money.
that's a
Control.
manipulation tactic.
Yeah, that shit is control,
what
bro.
narcissists
Like it's
do.
low key control.
And
Like, certain
guys
shit
who
is
could fucking
control.
buy a Birkin and just give it. Those are people that got money and be cheating and they just trying to shut their girl up to make
That's
them
hush
feel
money.
that's how I took the quote. It's not like I love you,
So I
baby.
don't
Yeah.
cheat, but I do buy stuff to just be quiet. Like if I want to go outside and be outside for 6 days straight, and you not bother me while I'm outside.
I mean,
I'm gonna
six
buy you
days.
something to
Wait,
keep
6
you
days
quiet.
where? What do you mean?
I'm just in
Like on
general,
vacation or something?
No, just like if I'm
Outside and not
I'm
coming
I'm
home?
not
So-
coming to see you for 6 days, but I'm outside. With
Oh,
my
but do
friends
y'all
for
live
6 days.
Wait,
together?
but why you not coming to see me?
Yeah.
Whoever
That's
bought
too
the
long.
Birkin
Nah, 6 days
is a hoe.
I'm trying to understand.
6 days is crazy.
Yo, you know what?
6 days
You're right.
is out of pocket.
No, you know what?
6
You're right.
days?
How old are you guys?
34.
30. So the younger generation, the morale is just different.
But you gotta understand because of how niggas
It's completely
grew up.
different.
Yes,
Of
it's-
course, it's
yeah.
completely different.
It's so
It's completely
This
different.
was years ago, but it's just in my mind. Like I'd rather go hang with my friends right now than to sit in a house and but that's your love language. You want to just sit in the house and watch movies. I want to be
Yeah.
outside with my friends doing X, Y, Z.
Nigga,
so
phone
I'm
vibrate
it, buy you
is
whatever,
up.
keep you quiet for a little bit while I go outside, so that you're not calling me, harassing me to come sit in the house and watch a movie with you.
When
Does that make sense?
So
When I
basically,
said
you
what I said-
swindled the
a
situation.
little bit.
Wait,
When I said
hold
love
on.
language, I wasn't
Yo,
Let-
yo,
let-
Yeah,
yo.
like she swindled the
chill.
situation. It's like
I
I'm gonna shut you on up so you don't bother me. Like here, it's like hush money. Like
Yes. It was even.
Niggas say,
That's what I'm just trying to say. If you pay attention to what people say, the masses is telling you. Because even not to bring it back up, his 4 for 4. My homegirl posted.
They won't let it.
Bitches
they
trying
won't
so
let it.
hard not to get fucked, asking, "Can you stop me by the drive
Come on.
through?"
Come on now.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's
Come on,
really your mindset, what you want, what your person want to give. Now where we meeting at?
yeah, that's
I ain't
pretty
gonna
much what it
lie,
boils down to.
I took some nice things
But
to
if
the job.
That's fine. That's what she wanted.
I'm just saying. Thank you. That's what she
If
wanted.
she was alright with that, that's her.
That's what she wanted.
Did you?
But now,
but
did
now
you-
offer
if you only
anything else?
offered that,
You say it,
and then
you
she
say it.
doubled back and was like, "What's
I ain't
up?"
gonna lie.
Ain't no
Wednesday,
Renee,
eat
what's
at
up?
like 4 something in the morning. What's that?
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing moving besides.
I mean, with the acts of service.
Listen, cafeteria is
Yeah.
24/7, and that's in the city.
With the
I'm
with the
just
love
saying,
language
it's
is
options.
crazy. man.
If
It's a
I'm
24-hour spa.
right, right,
Yeah.
and not for nothing for me,
Cut that.
I want to be with somebody who is gonna want to do the same shit I want.
What's your love
That's
language?
Which
that's
is-
true.
Told you a little bit.
I have I think
Just
all,
as a few.
I have a lot of love languages.
And when a man
I think
meets
a taste
woman-
of everything for
When
me.
a man meets a woman
Acts of
that
service
he's
is
really
one of them.
into,
It's gonna be
everything that
easy
y'all
for him,
talking
yeah.
about, it
Y'all
all
get.
flows out.
Yep.
No matter how
That's
tough
not
the nigga
true
is,
all the time. though.
Nah, but I think it's the
not
I
true
think it's
all
the
the time.
female though that gotta bring it out of a nigga though.
I mean,
I agree, Flo.
That-
I
It's,
agree.
it's the female
I
that gotta
agree.
bring that out of a
I
nigga.
agree.
If you not giving me that energy that make me feel like I should do that, then I'm not gonna do that.
The re-
Bro,
nah,
why you putting
no
that much
problem,
pressure
bro.
on a female?
It's not pressure.
It's not.
But and then not for nothing, it depends
Is it
on the
pressure?
How do you know what
person.
to take from
And
her?
then
Is it
somebody
pressure?
told me-
Because you could pour
For her
into
to
somebody.
give,
You could pour into
No, it's
somebody
not
and
for
they
her to
don't.
give.
They
It's
don't
not.
pour back into
All right,
you.
so what about this? They said
You gotta know
women
this.
fuck who they
You have to be
want.
self-aware.
Right.
That's a awareness
And niggas fuck who they
of the
can.
situation.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody.
All right, I gotta cut myself off before I get.
Right. Agreed.
Like, you have
Agreed.
to know these things.
So let me ask a question. What type of females do you like? And I'm asking Fligger because clearly today we have an audience. So Fligger, what type of
I
females
mean-
do you like?
It's crazy because my love language is act of service because I lack affection. I know I do. So mine is act of service because I don't show you the affection side of me. So when I show my love for you, I will get you something like this is what I feel. But I would like the affection from you, but I'm not really that good at being affectionate.
So you
and I
want to
will
learn
let
how
you
to be
know that.
affectionate.
I
Yeah.
try, but it
So
don't work
what
out
type
for
of
me.
woman are you attracted
I
to?
like an affectionate woman, but
like
I'm
an
I'm not
affectionate
really that affectionate. So that's why I show
You'll
acts
learn.
of service. Like, yo, I see all this love you show me, and I feel it's real.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna get you some flowers. Let me take you out on a date. Let me buy you something because I know I lack that. So I tell them from the jump.
This girl gets
Like I'm
flowers every
super
week, I
nonchalant
swear
and I'm
to God.
super non-affectionate, but I let them know from the
Acts
jump
of
that's how I
service.
am.
Yeah, it's acts of service.
Yeah.
Like
Word.
like our routine. It's a routine thing. But then it's like, okay, why are you doing it? Right? Because someone I'm dating sends me flowers once a week, every week.
Literally. To the job.
It doesn't fail, and to the house too. Like once
yeah.
And it's to what? To make you feel good.
to make me feel good,
knows
right?
that
He
he's
knows that
making
that's
you feel
something
good.
that I like,
And
right?
that's what a nigga will do when he's really into female, right? Like buying them things, right? You're doing
fact.
that to know that makes her feel good. I'm about to make her feel good.
And
Even if I
that's
don't
when
have
you
the
like a
affectionate
girl.
part in me,
What kind
I'm
of
gonna try
females
to
do
make
you like or that you're attracted to and into?
Females that's like affectionate and you gotta be like a listener. I ain't gonna lie, you have to be understanding because the world that we in right now, you have to be open minded for certain
open-minded,
shit. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Okay.
Can't just be closed off to shit because you think relationships is a certain way. We in a whole nother fucking dimension, shorty. We have to be.
It's super hard for a guy to just be open up and tell a female how they are because they be scared.
That's
That's
the
true
thing.
too.
Now, that's the thing. A lot of
true,
females
too.
be like, oh, tell me the truth. A lot of them really can't handle that shit, that be wanting that shit. But I think as men, we live so much better, even if it's the worst shit in America, we live so much better telling them the truth. 'Cause right now, we ain't shit ass niggas, but she could never say that a nigga lied to her. She can't call
Agreed.
you it. She can't say no weird
Right.
shit about you. Feel me? So I always think like, it's best to just be
But
truthful.
think
I
you
used
give
to lie
you give
heavy.
women an option when you do that.
I used to lie heavy, and I was like, damn, that shit ain't do nothing for you nor me. I might as well just tell you the truth, no matter how crazy that shit is.
Yeah.
That shit hard.
Yeah,
What
that
kind of
shit
what kind
work.
of females do you like or you're attracted to?
The caterers. I really do like them. Nigga said I'm a nigga for real.
But you like affection, so
It's the same
So
thing.
what?
Yeah, I love
They
affection.
work
I
hand
love
in hand,
affection.
Yeah, they
bro.
do.
I love
But as a
affection
man,
because
we-
niggas gotta be
I don't know,
outside.
man. Yeah,
tough
I
all
agree.
day, bro.
I
Gotta be tough
agree.
all day.
You feel me?
That's a
Especially
nigga.
at work.
But sometimes
I
that
want
shit come
no
back
girl
and
that's
bite you
that
though.
tough, bro.
When you show your
You need
you
that-
show your
that
sensitive
feminine-
side.
you need that
It
feminine
do.
energy.
You show your
Yo, I
sensitive
was
side
just
to
having
some
this
females,
conversation
that
the
shit
other
come
day,
back
bro.
and bite you, bro.
Like, as long
It
as
come
niggas
back and
don't-
bite you.
It do. It definitely do. I feel like niggas can't compromise anything. Certain things. Like if you doing something, like you really gotta be a man. You can't compromise shit that you do for a female. Because once you do that, the respect goes.
What about understanding?
If you keep them chasing that number one spot, nigga, they will never leave, bro.
How about,
I don't-
wait,
that-
hold
I
on.
don't feel like
That's not true.
I don't feel like that.
That
bro.
sound like a
That's not
manipulative.
true.
That sound like you a
Nah,
Gemini.
No,
Nah,
I
It
don't
sound
know.
like
I
a
sound like a
Gemini.
Gemini?
It sound like a
I
I sound like a
Gemini.
Gemini?
I
Nah.
don't know
I
if
sound
I'm
like a
agree
Sound
with
real
that.
narcissistic.
I don't know if I'm
No.
agree with that, bro.
When you first interact with a female, right?
Uh-huh.
Let her know everything that come with you, my nigga. The good
Yeah,
and
that's-
the bad and the
yeah,
ugly. Right
okay.
then and there, bro. Yo, bro, if she either leaves with you that night or she hits you that next morning, bro, she's on board. She's
Yeah,
on
true.
board,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So now everything is now like, you feel me? She has to reciprocate that same
Right.
shit back.
Now
up.
she gotta give you back
Yeah.
that
It has to be
energy.
a program.
I do have a question before we end the segment, right? and I'm gonna start off with you. Out of all your relationships that you've been in, which is the relationship that really taught you a valuable lesson?
I
Don't.
would
Oh
have to-
God.
Why the fuck we got?
I would say my last relationship.
Okay.
I would have to say.
That's a good question.
I would have to say. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Don't pour into somebody who's not gonna pour into you the same way. If you're looking for something, whatever it is that you're looking for, make sure your partner is looking for the same thing. Time waits for no one. Do what you're doing, but don't waste your time waiting for someone else to catch up with you. I think that's one of the biggest things that I learned. Like, don't wait for anyone to catch up with you.
I missed it.
I think what's meant for you is meant for you. It's gonna boomerang.
It ain't gonna miss you, but
Yeah, that's
I didn't
true.
hear what she said.
Like it's
I was just basically saying,
Written over.
don't waste your time. Don't get complacent in a situation waiting for someone to catch up with you. Like, all right, I'm already on page 2, and I'm ready to buy a house, and I'm ready to do this, but you're still talking about, oh, you want to get a 2-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not on the same
but
page.
You gotta.
I think those are conversations.
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
those
hold
are
on.
Those are
Wait.
conversations,
Those
but
are
at the same
conversations.
But
time,
my question was, what was the one relationship?
Right,
that
and
taught her
that's
the most
don't waste
valuable lesson?
time.
Was it the last relationship,
Okay,
the one that you're in right now?
It was my last relationship. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
What about you?
You next.
Oh, I'm the host. This is my show. I'm asking you.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
do it.
go.
Put
And
him
I'm
on
drinking.
blast.
Come on,
Put
you.
him on blast.
Let's go.
So,
You know Rich, my man, right? Nah, but the last relationship.
Well, one of the relationships, not the
One of the
last
relationships.
relationship.
Yeah, well, any relationship. What's something
Yeah.
you learned?
Like the biggest lesson that you learned.
Sometimes you do have to meet people where they are. I mean, we don't accept niggas making mistakes. Like, we take that away from them. So, yeah, that's what I learned from my last relationship. Like, sometimes you gotta meet people where they are. Like, because you might be ready for something, don't mean that person is ready at the time. They might be going through some shit. They might have to go get through a little whatever it is. But yeah, sometimes you gotta meet people where they are.
Oh, that's like a piggyback. Like,
Right. It's
It's like y'all just piggybacked off of
Mhm,
each other.
Sometimes you gotta meet people where they are, and that's it. And that shit takes extreme
Patience.
emotional and mental growth.
At what age do you feel like people start to experience that mental growth? That
It don't matter the
Emotional
age.
energy.
I think it's things that you
yeah.
gotta go through.
Yeah, I think it's
I
life.
think it's shit that
What
you
was that
gotta go
great for you?
through. I don't think, as far as what.
just that at the point where you realize like I gotta grow, like or that changed you mentally or emotionally. I want to hear from the ladies too, but I just you just haven't been talking.
Emotionally, maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Mentally,
But what? Like,
we gotta get into specifics.
I mean, it don't gotta be super specific. I'm just saying, like, usually it's something that happens that be like,
Damn, I gotta get it together.
I gotta. Something has to change. Like, I know what that was for me, but
I mean, but are you there yet?
What?
yeah, maybe
Like, as far
you don't feel
emotionally?
like
Like just in life, like
that. Do you,
Emotionally, yeah.
do you still cheat?
Nah, because I don't think it helps.
So
I don't
then
think
you
it
reach
helps
that. So then you
because
reach
I
that.
feel like,
that's where it goes down to my
yeah,
honesty
like
shit.
if a
I
nigga,
don't cheat. I'm letting
you
know
would
what it
cheat
is.
thinking like, man, fuck that, whatever, and it doesn't help nothing. You'll still feel the same.
You know what was messed up for me? I never took time to work on myself after a relationship. So when I got with my daughter mother, I messed that relationship up bad because of my own trauma. So I felt like I learned a lot from my last relationship because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And it was the bare minimum at that. Because I didn't give myself no time to heal from what I've been through. So I carried it over and gave it to somebody that didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like any relationship, you
That
have
happens
to
a
give
lot.
yourself that time
Yeah.
to heal.
That's a fact.
The other person don't deserve it, but I never gave myself that time, and I messed up a great relationship with a person that didn't even want much because I was not ready. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got to take that time out to just
Yeah, just
But
chill.
that's where your growth came in at.
Yes.
That's where,
Yes.
That was the turning point for you. So
Yeah.
that's what I was basically kind of asking him.
Yeah.
But he's trying to tiptoe around it. So
It's definitely
Yo.
okay. We're gonna wrap this up, and when we come back next episode, we're gonna recap.
I'm definitely
this.
coming back for the
do
next
it.
episode. Definitely.
You got to answer though.
Huh?
Yeah, I just really want to hear from a female perspective, like what changed to be like, yo, I gotta, something in me has to change for, like you see how he said he knew he messed up, whatever.
I didn't fumble anybody. That
It's
I
not
was
even fumbled you.
no
That
I don't
changed
feel
you.
like that.
what my relationship that taught me the most was the relationship with my son's father, because I was like 19 years of sleeping with the same man, not wanting to be with anybody else, knowing he didn't want to be with me, but yet he made it impossible for me to be with somebody else. And my lesson that I took from that is that not everybody that you feel really do love you, and you don't get that time back. And I had to really accept that he didn't love me. You know what I'm saying? And
That's the hardest thing.
and I had and I had
You,
to
you
take
really can't expect
That's
you
tough.
out of anybody because
Yeah.
you really can't. You
That's
cannot
tough.
expect you out of
I would do
anyone.
it for you. I would like, and it'd be like,
I did everything for that man. I still do
Exactly,
for that
and you know
man.
what? That's when you
That's
set
where I
yourself
messed
up
up
at.
at.
And I watch his
failure.
baby.
That's
He,
why I
he's
messed
in
up
another
at.
relationship, and the baby
That's why I
comes to
messed
my
up
house.
at.
Yep. You
That's why I
can't.
messed up
That's
at.
growth though. Like
I love that baby.
Exactly. When you
that's-
lose
that's growth
to
and
be you,
maturity, though.
when you lose yourself,
you can't be in that relationship.
absolutely.
That's a fact.
That's why
yeah.
I don't mind how I love, and I don't want to change how I love. And the fact that I have to like sit there and like what fucks with me is that I try to act like I don't care about somebody because they hurt me and they don't feel the same as me. That's not me even being authentic. That's me trying to psych myself out that don't even work. And I do that a lot.
What bro said is a lot of shit that the street niggas go through. They'll never hear.
And that's another thing.
That's why therapy is needed.
I'm
Therapy is
attracted.
recommended.
I'm attracted.
Therapy
to
is
to
recommended.
Yes,
Yeah.
therapy is amazing. Like our people really need.
Because we
Really
carrying
need
over,
more of it.
carrying over that hurt. We carrying the hurt. That's why therapy is
but
needed,
it's not
bro.
even just, it don't even have to be relationship trauma.
It's
People
life.
suffer
It's
from
period,
trauma from childhood. and they
Absolutely.
don't- I carried
all type of
childhood
shit.
trauma into my adult life for years
Yeah.
and didn't realize it until I was broke to the point of no return.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was like that, it's like you start to overanalyze
Every single
thing
move.
that was going on. But then it's like, as an adult, you gotta learn to unlearn all the things.
Yes.
A lot of shit.
But let me
Yes.
tell you
It's
something.
hard.
But let me
It's
tell you
hard.
something.
It's doable.
We got tools now, but when we was growing up, we didn't have that shit at
I
all.
think we did, but they just wasn't.
No,
They
we
weren't-
did
They
not.
weren't.
No,
they
we
weren't.
did not.
They weren't-
We
They didn't have a.
We
They
did
weren't
not.
promoted.
Shit
Yeah.
wasn't around,
Especially
bro.
Like-
We did
A
not.
lot of shit
Exactly.
wasn't around, bro.
But
They
even
was-
still
they was
now, I
around.
feel
A lot
like
of shit
men
wasn't
don't-
around.
A lot of things
Men
are not
feel
around.
like they should
But
get
it was
in
there.
tune with how they really feel. Like they just don't care to do it. And it's
Let me tell you something. Raping a girl was normal. Beating on a bitch was
Is that
normal.
normal?
yes, no,
That
It
was
was normal.
No, you
Back in the
normal.
day,
absolutely.
That
Back in the
was
days,
normal.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
like for me growing
Back
up,
in the
people,
days,
there
that
was a
shit
lot
was
of
different.
rape going on.
Absolutely.
No, bro.
Like back in the
Remember,
a lot of our families
Absolutely,
go back.
especially
they couldn't even
yeah,
speak.
like
Women couldn't even speak. They didn't even
absolutely,
have a
like
voice,
you
bro.
not for nothing, and then the families would be okay with a
Yes.
rape
We still got
situation
family
as opposed
secrets
to
to these
one of your
days.
kids being gay. Like that's really what this was the dynamics of things. Like it was real shifty. Like they just swept shit under the rug.
That's
so weird.
the
And
last
they
thing
was
I'm gonna
just
say. I'm
quiet.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I think a lot of single parent homes messed it up for a lot of men as well.
Yes.
Probably
Because
not.
a man coming up with just his mother, don't cry, don't say this, man up, do this, and we get older, we have that thing like, yo, we can't even open up. We gotta be strong. We can't cry.
You
We
know
can't
I'm
express our
different with
emotions.
my son.
So that kind of like messed it up for a lot of men coming up.
Yeah.
Males gotta get a male aspect. We don't get it from our friends. friends, the older ones, but we gonna get it from men. Our fathers ain't gotta be around. So
Right.
that's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
And that's why they say be your environment, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you put a kid in the area of niggas who's doing stock, he's gonna end up doing stock. Put him around a bunch of bank robbers and killers, he's gonna be a bank robber.
I'm a killer.
Product of your environment.
That's
Yep.
cause that's when the dad not around.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
The
9
dads
times
can
out
be
of 10,
detrimental
it be
too,
fucked
though.
up because it be
That's
a lot
true.
of that
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, lack
Very.
of guidance.
Yeah.
Lack of
Very.
guidance.
Very.
Sister, father.
Father's
But I
not in the
appreciate
life.
everybody for pulling
This
up.
was great.
This
This
was like a little
this was
audience.
great.
This was
And
kind of new.
This was therapeutic. This was definitely
this is
therapy.
good.
This was
Good.
great.
And unexpected.
You gotta
too.
have
Like,
more of these
we
at
did-
least
we
once
did
a
whole
month
lot
or
of shit
something.
in a day.
This
For
is
We
real.
coming
therapeutic.
back.
We did a whole lot of shit in one day.
For real, I
For real.
appreciate it.
We have a
This.
whole studio full of people, and you know, I was here
This was a great
with the bar
turnout.
cafe and stuff like
Definitely.
that. He had a couple of shows going on. Everything was just winged, and you know, I never had an audience before,
Made it
so this is
happen.
definitely
She's
something
fire.
new. And make
Made
sure
it
y'all
happen.
tune
Shit
in.
feel like drink chips.
Drink chips. And
Nah,
get-
No. Yeah, give them their flowers
Cheers.
Nah, but this was great though.
too. Yeah, nah, valid. It was definitely
Yeah.
valid.
I needed this. I ain't have a conversation in a long time about this.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely
Yeah.
nice. But thank you for tuning in, and we catch you next time.
Shit don't